Hey guys, here are some more emails between Gypsy and Rod, and what I did is I just cropped out a certain clip, and I'm gonna let y'all hear that. It's about 2 or 3 minutes long, and yeah, so this was from tonight. They did a podcast doing some more, and then I will continue as they continue as well, probably tomorrow. I was just going to say, she talks about the really nice Calvin Klein dresses that Ryan bought her, a formal black dress, and one is a party cocktail dress, and a pair of gray shimmer platform heels. Okay, go ahead, Melania.
You're good. I thought this might be interesting considering the interactions that we've all heard between Rod and Fancy, that one time on that live and stuff, and how they talk about each other now. I noted one of the few emails from 2018 I saw in the file is an email from Rod to Gypsy, and just listen to it, y'all. I'm pretty sure that these blanks are Francesca and Fancy and Ken, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in the blanks with what I think. Let's see if y'all agree. Okay. Hey, Boo, Mom said you brought up the series and cleared it, but won't want to participate. I've thought long and hard about it since then, but I did immediately address it with her that day. I fully appreciate and sympathize with your desire to get past everything and move on with your life. I know all the media hype, support, and constant reflection has been an emotional roller coaster. It's a constant reminder of something you can neither be proud of nor deny. It has made you stronger and given people inspiration and brought some awareness to such unfortunate realities so many children face. However, no matter how you sugarcoat it at the end of the day, that has done absolutely zilch to benefit your happiness and future. You still have to do your time and walk out with the clothes on your back. As you know, you've said you're fine with that and I know you've said you're fine with that and just want a normal life with hubby Ken. I accept that decision and support it 100%. Now, that being said, I discussed with Mom to see where the series was along and reviewed the contract we signed and feel bad about not having the conversation sooner or more firmly. I really didn't think Francesca was making any progress, and the last time I asked about it, there was no progress. I even brought it up before Dr. Oz, and Mom said that was the end of the media stuff as she knew about your wishes. So my fault for not contacting Francesca and telling her at that time. I'm not positive where it went from there, but I believe there's a chance at funding the project at the moment. Contractually, Mom and I, may be not positive, obligated to participate. I personally have said about all I can about the story. We all have. So like you, I don't want to participate much either. But we did sign the contract, and without making a big fuss with lawyers, should just see what happens at this point. Mom's told some of the people in the mix that you don't want the series done. But looking at it from Francesca's perspective, she has put in some time writing a pilot and deserves, even though she may be a vulture capitalist, some cooperation from us. Lastly, if it's going to get done, finally something media of intrinsic value to you after all the other stuff that was done, this is the one to agree upon. That sounds crass and insensitive to you feelings and wishes, but like you said, it's all been said already. Politically, you can care less what people think of you. You know where you stand by now with society, and not much will change that. Spiritually, you're ready to move on. I get it. But Gypsy, this is your play all cards at once and rummy play. The system has been gaining at your expense, your story, your emotions all your life, baby. Let it pay you back in some way. You did the hard parts. Just hold your cards now and see what plays out. If nothing gets moving with this last investor, then we can say that's enough. I don't imagine there needs to be much participation from you and I regarding the series. The story is there. We just need to verify it, not tell it again. If it makes you a little money, then great. Everything you've already done would have not just benefited corporate vultures. I know blank, I believe that's Ken, means a lot to you. Y'all have dreams. I'm not getting in between that ever, but I do feel a responsibility to your well-being and your future. I want you to be happy and in control and independent. I'm glad you're standing up and saying enough. That's great, and I'm proud of that. That doesn't mean you're right or wrong. It means you're strong, and I like that you have a voice now. Like I said, I support you 100% either way, and you asked and deserve my honest opinion.
Wow. Yep. Yeah. Now that you have heard it, it clearly shows that the Blanchard family, as in Gypsy's dad and stepmom, were out for monetary gain from the get-go, right? They weren't talking about Lifetime series. They were talking about the series that Fancy was supposed to do until she realized it was way more to the story than anticipated, and that Gypsy really was sick. And when she, I think is what happened, I think when she came forward and maybe even asked Christy or Gypsy, I believe it was Gypsy, that, she had a microdeletion and this is why, whatever, blah, 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 that they did all this. And Gypsy and her got into it, if I'm not mistaken. I remember hearing that from her a while back. But either way, like I said, they were taking any and every opportunity that they could, whether it was a book deal, a TV show, an interview, whatever, a news station. As long as they were being paid, they were in. And as much as they could sit there and say Gypsy wanted to go live a quiet life and this, that, and the other, which Gypsy said it herself, we all know that's not at all what happened. Gypsy got out and seen dollar signs, and she has not stopped since then. So it just shows that not just Gypsy, but her whole family is enabling it because of money. And do you know why they are getting that money? Because of Dee Dee. If Gypsy never did what she did to begin with, they wouldn't have all this attention, right? They would have none. So they are literally still profiting off of Claudine, Dee Dee Blanchard's BLOO, if you know what I mean, money. And that is, right there to me, says so much. And it's just so distasteful to all of them, every single one of them. Anyway, I'll leave y'all that, and when I hear more and find out more, and when I have time, I will definitely keep y'all posted. But like I said, you can always go to Into the Weeds podcast on YouTube. They have a playlist where it says podcast, and they have them all saved on there for the longer versions, and you can hear everything. But they're not releasing them all at once. Like I said, they're just doing them here, some here and there. This was the second night, the second night that they went live. They went Thursday, and then tonight. So we'll see what's next. But y'all have a great night.